Welcome back, everyone. This is Chung with Iris Diecast, and today I'd like to review my 118 1965 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray by Maisto. This is my most recent purchase. I've got this car yesterday, new in box for $25. I don't really have a lot of cars from the pre 1970s, so I thought this one was a pretty neat way of expanding my classic car collection. So Maisto has been making this model for a really long time, and as of July 2021, the official colors you can get are silver and blue. Some discontinued other colors are red and black. There are also some custom variants and exclusive colors for retailers like Sam's Club. This is one of them. There's also one in a police livery and light green. It looks great in any color, but I thought red was a truly beautiful and a well-matching color for this car. So the C2 Stingray, it's one of the more sought after and iconic Corvettes. If the previous generation, the C1, was more of a GT sports car, this one is closer to a pure American sports car, so it's also the first Corvette to use the name Stingray. The design of this car is truly graceful and beautiful. I dare say it's one of the most beautiful American classic cars, which is saying something because I don't usually use the word beautiful a lot for American cars. American cars hold more of a muscular and boxy and powerful and mean look rather than elegant and graceful. This car got its design cues from the 1959 Stingray concept, but it was also inspired by the Jaguar D and E-Type for the body and the Chevrolet Corvair. My favorite generation of the classic Corvette is the C3, but even as a C3 fan, there's no Corvette that matches the simple yet elegant body style of the C2. This is a 1965 model year Stingray, so it has connected rear windows. The earlier 1963 model had a split window where the rear window was divided into two parts. It's considered to be really iconic and even more elegant, which is why the earlier Stingrays with the split windows cost a fortune, although the C2 itself are very expensive cars. So here is the front of the model. The C2 is the first Corvette to use pop-up lamps. They've used pop-up headlamps all the way up to the C5, but being a cheaper budget model, the lamps are just fixed and part of the body. The Corvette logo is printed on the car, which is quite common for a car in this budget range. The bumpers are made in this shiny Maisto chrome. Gets blurry. If you have owned a Maisto model car for a long time, you'll probably know that these get dull and wear after some time. This thing is brand new, so it looks really nice. It fits well with the passionate red color of the body to create a somewhat fancy look. The whole car seems to shine. Same with the windshield wipers. And the window edges. Overall, there are a lot of chrome parts used in the car. Normally, I don't like cars that use too much chrome, but the color makes it okay on this model. The color on this car is really, really beautiful. I mean, just look at it. It looks like a really ripe apple. The color is really deep and yet gives a somewhat sparkling look. It's a really attractive color. I really like it. Maisto has been really killing it with these new colors these days. This is the newer red with the pearl in it, and the older models had a different red, which doesn't have a pearl, and it's pretty common on other Maisto cars. Unfortunately, the hood doesn't close properly on my model. It's a factory defect, although I haven't really seen anything like it. I'm still trying to figure out how to fix it, so if you guys know, do leave it in the comments. Being an older Maisto casting, the detail on the engine compartment is simply fabulous. absolutely no flaws for a car in this price range. Not only does it contain many parts, you can see the main um, block and the parts here and the lines here, they are all separate parts. Um, it also has great finishing. I'm not sure if they reworked the engine recently, but the finishing is way too good to be an older Maisto model. Um, the Corvette logo here, the stickers down there, and the paintwork is really clean. I dare say that this is one of the top 5 Maisto engine rooms that I've ever seen, which is really saying something considering how I own around 100 Maisto model cars. Here is the side view of the model. You can tell that this is an exclusive color model, not a regular red. Um, not just with this awesome color, but also with the rims. The regular Stingrays have uh, white accents on the tires, but this one has red accents. The white accents give a more classic look, but the red ones really go along well with the color again. The rim details are fine. They are a little bit shiny and flashy since it's in chrome, but they did all these spokes really cleanly, and I was pretty surprised by it. There is a logo that says fuel injection on it printed onto the car. Not a big fan of it. I think it would have looked better without the sticker. I've looked up some photos of the real car, and most of them had the regular Corvette logo on it, so I think that it would have looked a lot better with the Corvette logo instead. The side vents are blocked, but they did cut it out a little to give it some depth. The side mirrors and the door handles are made out of chrome, along with the lines down here. But the finishing, however, isn't perfect. As you can see, the door handle is attached to the body, a little bit dirty. The door opening angle is not bad for a Maisto model, although in general it isn't good either. The interior detail is acceptable, although the steering wheel seems to be a little bit too big. It's an older car, so there's not much detail in the first place, but everything is done pretty well. I think the seats are done really nicely. Some Maisto plastic seats look really cheap, but it's okay on this car. It even looks like leather from a distance. It's pretty sweet. On to the rear, again you can see a lot of chrome parts. The bumper, the antenna, the logo in the middle, the window edges, the headlamp covers. They're all in this chrome. And again, the finishing on the model is not that great. You can see how the bumper isn't very cleanly attached to the body. There you go. The exhausts are pretty well made. They're done pretty cleanly and they're slightly open. They're like blocked halfway through, so it looks a lot better than normal based exhaust, which are just completely blocked. The C2 Corvette uses FRP for the body, so they couldn't get enough body stiffness with all the opening parts. So the C2 and the C3 doesn't offer opening rear trunks. There is a bit of cargo space in there, but it's only accessible from the interior, which was pretty unique. The undercarriage is also pretty well detailed. Typical Maisto, putting a lot of work into somewhere you're least likely to see. You can sort of see the engine from here. I love how it's in different colors. And of course, like most Maisto model cars, this car also comes with a working suspension. So that's it, my review on the 118 1965 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray. Being a Maisto model, its low price and great availability is a strong merit. This model also features stunning engine details that match those of a more expensive model. This particular model also comes with a really beautiful paint job. The only demerit I can find on this car is the lack of finishing and the durability of the chrome parts. Really, this is an awesome car. I think it was a great purchase for me, even though I paid the full price for it. I strongly recommend getting it in this particular exclusive color. With the red tire accents, it's a lot more attractive in person. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please consider clicking like and subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you guys soon in a future video. Thank you.